Allô? Y'a des gens dans le chat ou bien? Hello guys, hello. There is some people. Ok, c'est bientôt parti. J'ai lancé le timer un peu tôt, mais j'arrive. Ok, vous êtes chaud? J'étais rapide là. Short track. Ouais. Pili. J'ai pas mis la lampe. La loupiote. Les loupiotes. Là, tac, ça c'est bon. Ok. Et hop là! Bonjour à tous, bonjour à tous et à toutes. Comment ça va? Ça va bien? J'ai eu des... Merde, que j'ai cliqué. Non, c'est bon. Je crois que j'avais touché un truc. Là. Putain, tous ces poils de chat, là. Le chat! Le chat, il passe partout. Tic. C'est gentiment parti, là, je crois. Dans 30 secondes. Hop. Tac. On entend quoi? On entend des vaches? On entend des gens. Ok, y a pas la musique des 30 secondes, mais c'est pas grave. Ok, c'est parti. Aujourd'hui, pas la Arinsal en Andorre entre l'Espagne et la France. Et nous allons regarder le short track. Et puis c'est parti. Ah. Spouip. Bien. Ta.
I'm excited for it.
That was proper bike racing, eh?
Constant mental focus.
It's something special.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a de beau? La tuile, c'était incroyable, hein, des pistes violentes. Insane, comme il dit Mathias.
Really cool.
It's nice to battle together.
From dreaming it
Martin,
to there's
que je dis
quite
Mathias.
a long way.
Abruti.
Hello, what
Wait.
about you, and welcome to Pal Arinsal, Andorre, where a hectic 5 weeks on the road for the Whoop UCI Mountain Bike World Series gets ready to hit the mid-season break, and we can all go to a dark room and have a bit of a lie down. But before that, lots and lots of racing to come for a venue.
Ok, quel temps il fait?
Bike racing in some form or another.
Un temps bizarre. Il fait beau ou il fait moche? Je comprends pas.
Look at that.
Nous sommes en Andorre et il pleut. Oh, MG, il pleut. Rain. 18 degrés. Il y a un peu de vent. Ok. C'est une course. Oh là là, oh non. Ah ouais, grosse goutte. Grosse goutte aujourd'hui. Dommage. Bon bah on va voir ce que ça donne, hein. toute façon, ça peut pas être pire que la Corée, non?
Kicks things off at 11 Central European time tomorrow before the cross-country Olympic
Oh là là, grosse goutte.
gets underway on
Quel plaisir. On est parti
Sunday.
dans 12 minutes. Dans 12 minutes, ça veut dire que je peux mettre 15 minutes la prédiction. Je la lance dans quelques secondes, je pense. On va attendre l'intro et je la balance.
There's a crash down there's Evie Richards. Oh no, Evie.
Ah,
Evie Richards in trouble at the bottom
Evie
of this route section. The
is
bike
back.
over the side of the border.
elle s'était bien cassé la gueule, la pauvre. Hein.
It really just caught me off guard and just hit the ground really hard. One of my strengths is I get up quick, but when I hit the ground this time, I just thought something really serious had happened and I moved to the side. And I just, when you're just concentrating on just getting through those moments, I just thought I'd broken my neck, really, and it was just horrible.
Ah ouais, elle avait vraiment eu peur d'être paralysée, quoi.
Definitely gave me a bit of a fright. I flew straight home and I saw a doctor and he did some treatment. I was like, yeah, I think I should be good. And then the symptoms just kept getting worse over the days. The headache started and I just slept a lot and just felt unwell. I struggled to accept it. I'm like, oh, you're fine. And when I think back now, there were times I'm like, yeah, I'm 95% there. And when I look back, I'm like, you were so far off being normal. It's unbelievable, Evie. It's very hard because there's so many different symptoms and they're all very subjective. I think it is so important to learn about concussion because once you're in it, it's almost too late then to learn about it. Literally was my first race back after the injury. I was really positive going into the short track, but definitely it was a shock. And it was the first time I think I've ever been nervous for a race but in a different way. I was just nervous for the course, I was nervous to crash. I was just so worried that something bad would happen again. As the race went on, I got better and better, but there was a lot more thinking than normally I would do in a race. Since I got the all clear from the concussion, I've done everything possible to get back to the level as fast as possible. But obviously I'm not where the other girls are, but I think give me a couple of weeks, I think I could definitely be back up there again. I've done it in the past and I have high hopes that I'll do it again.
Ouais, grosse frayeur hein, pour Evie, mais she's back in the game.
Back with a bang in La Tuile. Great to see her out there. Second place in this race last season. You can see the conditions really kicking on down there now.
Ce qui fait moche de fou là.
Lightning around all but half an hour ago. Now, just straight down rain. Well,
il fait ultra
luckily
moche.
for some, our one and only
Je me demande
Josh
si
Carlson
j'ai rajouté un filtre sur le.
got
Oui,
out on course earlier this week in some
ouais.
slightly more
J'ai
clement
rajouté un
conditions.
filtre. Quand je parle, ça baisse le son
Here's this evening's track. Courtesy
du vélo.
of
Et après, ça
Carlson
remonte
on course.
automatiquement. Donc normalement, ça devrait être pas mal. Carlson on course. Voyons voir la piste. Ah, salaud, il l'a fait quand il faisait beau. Ça a l'air trop beau en Andorre, hein. Moi j'aimerais bien y aller une fois. Ah putain, j'ai oublié de lancer la prédiction. Hop là, c'est parti. Prediction, chat. Prédiction dans le chat. En bas à gauche. Dans les points de chaîne. J'ai toujours pas fait le gruyère. Nick Maras. Mais vous inquiétez pas.
Short descent here into a punchy little climb. You're going to be in the right position here. Make sure you set up well. You get up the inside of Luca Martin and then attack into the trees. We got a dual line, a left and a right, and your entrance dictates the
Ok,
exit.
2 lignes.
Rough,
J'ai l'impression qu'à droite c'est mieux par contre. Hein.
Martin goes the outside and he's back in front. Just like that, but he blows the corner. The race is over.
Ok, il y a plusieurs petits slaloms là. Plusieurs petits chemins.
He takes over like a scolded cat. And just like that, he regains the lead through the woods.
Il y a un petit parcours dans les arbres là, ça a l'air bien.
Already. Ripping.
Ok.
Super tight right hand corner there. You're going to need to have the right gearing and be ready.
C'est pas d'une monstre
to
qualité
move back into
ce.
the woods. And Bjorn Riley's here to bring us home. So from Luca Martin to Bjorn Riley, what better riders to show us the course here. He's dropping me already. There's not enough oxygen for this.
Il pédale sur une
What are you
patte.
doing to me?
Ok, petit gazon maintenant.
Uphill drag, left hand corner. Oh, one leg Riley. Push me to the sword. You got one corner to go. And then we're in to the finish straight. We need a runner to get him on the outside. We put Bjorn Riley to the sword to wrap up the XCC
Petit
course.
sprint d'arrivée.
Arinsal, Andorre.
Ça a l'air de monter un peu, mais
Backside.
bon. Course chill. J'ai pas l'impression que ça soit d'une difficulté extrême. C'est juste que ça va être rapide et puis. Ah, par contre, c'est mouillé. C'est mouillé. Par contre, c'est
Taken to the
mouillé.
start line. Most
On n'est pas les pistes
successful
mouillées.
rider in the short track here. By some margin, Keller, the UCI world champion. Would love to go in the mid-season break with a win. Well, Martina Berta for Origin Racing Division. Had a huge weekend last time at Latweel home.
Ça a
Here
pas
she
l'air
is.
trop dégueu par terre, mais c'est mouillé
Okay,
quoi.
Martina, we've had a lot of change of weather. How do you deal with a situation like this as a rider?
I mean, I think we didn't expect, or I didn't expect to be honest, but it's since 2 hours that it's quite some storm and changing a lot. I think it's the massive changes for the mechanics and the team. For us, it's just to be calm and wait the race. But yeah, now for sure it's really raining a lot. I think it was still okay 10 minutes ago, the track. Let's see in 15 minutes there could be quite some changes even during the race, but I think the massive job is for the mechanics and for all the staff to just walk in the rain and changing tires full gas. So yeah, for us it's just to stay calm.
Look at the time, man!
Ciao.
Sébastien, bienvenue.
Keeping calm, keeping cool.
Welcome here. Let's go, Vidore.
Sadly, not an option for Martina Berta and the rest of the competitors out there.
Martine Vidore qui est de retour après s'être foulé la cheville. He's back after a little injury to the feet, to the ankle.
And the short track by 170
So,
points from
we will
Jenny
see
Risvez. There is Evie Richards,
If he-
Tracy Mosley on
he's gonna
brolly
perf.
duty. Two of them,
Evie Richards
no
qui
strangers to a wet and muddy day out in the bikes.
c'est la deuxième course après blessure là, sous la pluie, c'est pas confortable. Hein.
Berta heading towards the start grid. Getting ready to go here. Let's get the front row into position. It's going to start off with Alessandra Keller scored more.
If you want, Sebastian, you can pronostic your winner in the chat on the left
across
side.
all the different tracks of the Whoop UCI Mountain Bike World Series, but hugely successful
You just
here.
check the
Arinsal.
channel points, and after who's gonna win,
Richards
and you can
right
select
behind her
the
on 20
10
actually,
women
total podiums.
in the start list
Keller locked and
and
loaded
choose
for
your winner
Maxim
to
Tumas.
win some points.
Next up though, Nicole Kohler for Lapierre PXR Racing.
Il pleut. I think I'm gonna.
Having a really, really consistent season so far.
Kohler.
Doesn't look super made up to be out there today. Fifth last time out in Latweel.
Hop là.
Like she's on
J'ai voté pour Kohler.
semi-slick tires as well, so could be spicy enough for her. Ronja Blurtlinger. I feel like we spent all season saying
Le
this,
Schinger
but
qui nous fait une saison de fou aussi là.
Blurtlinger
pu voter
so
pour elle
close
aussi.
to that first big win. You see the slightly
t'emmerde.
more treaded pattern on Blurtlinger's Live Peak race bike. She takes to the front row alongside Ray Morrison, her team manager.
Berta qui nous a gagné la
Next up, it was
le
the
XCO
star
à la tuile,
off the wheel, the
à la
first
maison.
Italian elite woman to win on home soil
La première italienne d'ailleurs.
in the cross-country UCI World Cup, Martina Berta. For Origin
Salut
Racing Division.
Égyptien, comment ça va? De la pluie, amenez tous.
Takes to the
J'avoue
front row.
qu'Andorre pourrait partager un peu là, ça
Et-
rafraîchirait un petit peu.
Arguably the form of
Ces
her
images
life.
qui
Berta,
nous
locked in, ready to go.
rafraîchiront mentalement, je sais pas parler, au secours. Mais ça serait pas le Epic 9?
For Specialized
Voilà.
Factory Racing Steger, 7th here last year. And a bit of a dip of
Ah, c'est
form
vraiment des
at the
grosses
minute,
gouttes, hein.
Steger still all smiles though. Would love to turn
Les
things
grosses
around
gouttes, vraiment.
on the way into the mid-season break. Sevilla Blanc, third in the cross-country short track overall. Just as she is in the cross-country Olympic overall, Sevilla Blanc in rude form in 2026. A rider for all seasons. She'll need to be today.
Sevilla, belle saison aussi. Hein. Qui va gagner?
The leader of the UCI cross-country short track.
Yeah, no
World
problem, Sebastian. I know. I can speak a little bit
Sina
English.
Fry,
I'm from Switzerland.
the Swiss national champion, takes to the front row in the Swiss national champs jersey on the blood red Specialized. The woman hunting
le
her
drapeau,
down
là.
in the short track overall standings, who leads the way in the cross-country Olympic overall standings. Jenny
Jenny.
Risvich, just 170
Jenny the queen.
points behind Fry. Jenny Risvich heads to
Pas
the
trop
front
fan de la
row
pluie, il me
here
semble.
in Pal Arinsal, Andorre. The weather has moved in. And what was always has been a very dramatic short track race has just been ratcheted up a couple of notches. My name's Rick
So
McLaughlin. I'll be
Martin's
taking you
gonna
through
go
this
after the
Join me
woman
in the commentary booth. I'm glad
with
to
all
say
the men's.
home dry. Ollie Beckinsale, Ollie.
in,
This is
I
a
think,
bit of a tense
like
build up. This one, will it be
1
affecting
hour
the
and a
riders?
half.
Yeah, we see it in the
Something
umbrellas.
like this.
Normally it's for shade, this time for rain. I think that's
And
going
you
to slow the
can-
course down a little bit.
You can pronostic
I
for
think
for
riders
Martin
like
after.
Yolanda Neff, Evie
We
Richards
will-
on the second
I will
row that are
make
gonna like these
another
conditions.
You can see
challenge.
the rain bouncing back up
Prediction.
off the ground
I mean-
towards the riders
Okay, ladies, check the lights.
as we wait for the lights. The lights will turn red. And then once they go out, we will be racing in Andorre.
Effectivement, ça monte, hein, il me semble. Oh, le départ remonté. The start in the climb.
You will start any time within the next 15 seconds. Riders, watch the lights.
And amidst the rain and the thunderstorms of Pal Arinsal, we are off in racing in Andorre. And it's Martina Berta who leads them off the line and heads up the hill first.
Alessandra Keller slightly poor
Et
start.
on est
She's
parti
drifted
dans la
back a little bit. She's got
tempête,
some work to do.
tempête.
You see Yolanda Neff
Avec les
working up
grosses
the
gouttes.
inside really fast, coming past Sevilla Blanc.
On est
Fast
parti
start
pour
for two Specialized riders, Steger
cette
and
belle
Fry,
course
but Yolanda
rapide.
Neff trying to move up the inside
Short
of Fry
track.
in fifth wheel now. Fry swaps
Des
up,
femmes.
comes up the inside of Berta. Risvich
C'est
leads
parti,
the way,
hein, ça
but
va y aller à
Fry
pleine balle du
deep
début à la
moving
fin.
up and into the woods for the first time.
Yeah, steep pitch up this one, takes a right, and then we drop into the woods. A little bit of recovery so you can overcommit on this climb, but it gets really tight and there's quite a bottleneck.
Ok, ça a pas l'air de trop glisser.
Yeah, we
Hein.
just drop in
Le
here
montée
now.
debout
Drops
là.
in two lines,
Ok, c'est
then
parti
it
pour les
opens up
lines.
again, then there's another dual
Ça
line
passe
section.
au-dessus.
Yeah, A and a B line. Designed just to separate the riders out slightly. No big difference between them, but Jolanda Neff, another really fast short track start for her in 2026.
Oh, les freins.
Yeah, and it's one of those circuits where you need
C'est parti,
to get
les
off the
oies
line
sont de
fast, and
sortie.
Neff's come from the second row, straight up into second position
les
on the back
canards,
of Risveds now. Blöcklinger coming through Keller, E. Richards.
There is Evie Richards back with us again, as off Latuile last time out. Richards having
pas
suffered
forcément
that
plus rapide
concussion
à droite, j'ai l'impression. Bertha est 5, elle avait pris le chemin à droite.
Yeah, and they drop back into the woods now. It's a little kick up, drops through, another kick, and then we're into this drag up to the finish.
Ok, c'est ok en fait la piste.
Not a hill at a circuit like last week.
Il pleut des grosses gouttes, mais
c'est
ok.
Almost 3 little punches during the lap, but the hardest one is that first one up into the grass.
It looks okay, the race with the rain.
The 2022
No?
for Jolanda Neff's last cross-country short track win. And it was in Mont-Saint-Anne. Jenny Risveds at the front now. Never won in Andorre, any discipline, any age category.
On the circuit here, because the rain's come down, they've had opportunity to swap tyres if they need to. So we saw a couple of mechanics, we saw Alessandra Kellis putting a heavier treaded tyre on the front, but for some of the riders, they'll enjoy these conditions. Jolanda Neff goes really well in the mud.
Yeah.
Ok, premier tour c'est fait, bientôt.
Really technical.
C'est bientôt fait.
And you can see the spray getting kicked up in the pack, Ollie, as well. Can that be an issue visibility-wise?
Yeah, visibility, just a general discomfort of it, and you see Jenny Risveds, who's
Ok, combien on va avoir de tours?
Intéressant.
C'est plutôt simple hein, comme.
Yeah, that might be about to change. It's specialized.
C'est plutôt simple comme course là. C'est beaucoup moins technique que la semaine passée à la Tuile. Du coup, on va voir qu'est-ce que ça va donner.
Richards on the way back for form after that concussion, and I feel like her form this week is going to be better than last week.
Le Guerre chez les Suisses. Je connais pas encore.
Just moving through your shot now in the white helmet, Sevilla Blanc's in there, so really fast group at the front of this one.
Yeah, all the favourites at the front. Blöcklinger is the way back. She had a slightly slower start. She's back through as well now.
You see Keller going to the rider's left-hand side, trying to gain some positions.
À 9 tours. Ok, ok. Ouais, c'est très rapide hein, le tour. C'est vraiment un petit tour ce circuit. Je me souviens plus maintenant combien de minutes ils ont fait. 2 minutes quelque chose, je pense.
Connecting with brake rotors and just giving off that telltale honking noise of trying to get these bikes slowed down in slick conditions.
Another factor, obviously, at Arinsal, we are at 1,900 metres, higher altitude, so the riders have to be respectful of that.
Look at that inside line from Neff. Worked well. Yeah, it's a good point. It's something we're going to talk about all weekend long, I guess, is the altitude here. It's the highest round of the year, and what effect will that be having on them?
Ah, c'est la plus grande, c'est la plus haute course en altitude de la saison. Il y a aussi tout un système d'acclimatation un peu à l'altitude. Moi, j'imagine que c'est pas énorme, mais c'est quoi Pal, Arinsal, altitude.
Yeah, in short, basically it's harder work.
On est à 2560 mètres, quand même.
You're more likely to go into the red, that zone 5, quicker than at sea level.
Ok, bon, pour les Suisses, ça va aller. Petit séjour dans les Alpes, c'est bon. Pour le reste, c'est peut-être un peu difficile. Salut Clara, David. Clara ou David? Ou les deux? C'est un compte en commun ou il y en a un des prénoms, c'est le nom?
Evie Richards though, moving up in the British national champs jersey, currently in third wheel now.
Yeah, and Richards, winner of the 2024 World Championships here when she out-sprinted Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, so happy memories here for Evie.
I feel that is one of the definitive textbook sprints, isn't it, that gets brought up quite a lot. You know, pedal stroke for pedal stroke. She just played it absolutely beautifully as we see Martina Berta now moving up.
Yeah, and talking of playing it beautifully, Risveds at the moment controlling this race. She's been at the front for the
On
majority.
est à Arinsal sous des grosses gouttes, mais le terrain a l'air ok, ça pédale, c'est pas trop dégueu.
Up with Risveds at the front for the first lap or so, but Risveds
Troisième tour déjà.
So comfortable in a group now.
Yeah, but you all get some big explosions at altitudes. Riders overcommit, just get a bit excited, just go into the red for that little bit too long, and you just do not recover at all.
You can see that line choice, Ollie.
Je suis pas sûr
It
que
does
ça,
make a difference on the
ça
way
change
in.
pas des
here,
masses
doesn't it?
d'aller à
Yeah, you
droite.
can
Hein.
let the brakes go on the inside. I think it's
pas
a
l'air.
little bit quicker if you take a risk. But when it comes back together, the risk is if you hadn't made the pass by the time you get through, then you're going to be in a bit of trouble.
There's Nicole Kohler now forming up to the rear of this group.
Ah, colère, allez.
Currently in 8th.
Allez, je vais voter pour toi là, faut y aller. J'aurais dû voter Bloshinger. Chier.
Lap 3 out of 9. It's a quick
Je me
lap
suis dit qu'il
here,
pleuvait
isn't it?
plus là.
Throwing pretty sharpish. The rider is quick at the moment though. Hayley Batten.
Et puis Evie
The
Richards,
fastest on that second lap.
qui
She's
est dans
up
le
18th
peloton de
position
tête
now,
là.
so moving well.
Machine. Deuxième course après son crash.
But Blöcklinger looks good for me at the
Il y a eu
moment.
une petite
She got
intro au
slightly
début
slower
qui
start
racontait
that
que c'était
first
pas
lap,
facile
drifted
son
back to
retour
back
là.
second
Ça
position,
fait
but
très
she's
très
rolled
peur.
back through.
Yeah,
Second place in Lenzerheide. Had a tough one last week in Le Tuile, but really good short track racer.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah.
have 14th last week in the Tweel, but she's really impressed us this season. Actually, there's been a definite step change in the riding of Ronja Blöcklinger.
100%. A rider has definitely gone up a notch this season.
Ça a
And
vraiment l'air d'être quelqu'un de
from
trop
the Tour last week.
sympa.
Probably got a bit overexcited this
Evie.
week. Has started off and been a bit smarter with her efforts. But yeah, good position.
Toujours le
at the moment.
sourire,
See
toujours
the drinks
motivé.
going in at the front, and that's another key aspect of this altitude riding, isn't it? Staying
C'est
hydrated.
cool qu'il ait pu revenir.
Not 100%. I think you might
Au
get
niveau,
away
en
with
tout
it
cas,
a
là,
little
en
bit
plus.
today, but XCO on Sunday, as we see Bertha now hitting the front. But I think Risved's at the moment, the smartest race so far, took control, and she's got good legs in this one.
Yeah, and we've seen her do this in both formats so often this year, whereas last year she tended to disappear off the front. She's also got a formidable plan B of hunting in the pack as well. Asina Fry now kicks on, former UCI cross-country short-track world champ, and Alessandra Keller on the left-hand side of the group.
Yeah, Jenny Risved needs to be a bit careful here. She just bring back through the bunch a bit. And this is the time she was riding perfectly, always in that front two. Needs to get back to that position. If you drift too far back down this group, that's when you can have issues and problems.
Martina Berta, the Italian national champion, her career best short track was a third place in round one this year in South Korea.
Dis bonjour au chat.
Yeah, but Berta be full of confidence
Dis
after
bonjour.
XCO winning Le Tuile. Amazing performance.
Voilà, c'est bien.
165 beats per minute on the zone 4 of the Whoop Live from Martina Berta. The Whoop Live graphics are going to be vital this weekend in terms of the altitude and just monitoring how the riders are doing out there.
Basically, it's altitude is minimising the time you spend in zone 5.
Voilà, le chat. Colin dit bonjour et vous remercie pour les croquettes.
Will pay the price, and Berta, at the moment,
Vous lui donnez des croquettes numériquement.
See the riders getting faster and faster as they get to the last two laps.
All of a sudden we're seeing Jenny
Bon, on est où? Déjà quatrième tour là. Ça bouge pas trop pour l'instant, ça s'échange les places, mais il n'y a pas vraiment de distance.
These are two dangerous riders.
Ouais, c'est pété un doigt, ouais.
Sponsored by Risved, she had the lead, drifted
Ouais,
back a
c'est
little bit, went
peut-être.
back a bit,
Je sais pas si c'est une fin de
responded,
saison,
and now
mais
back in
c'est chiant quoi.
Richards just a little bit farther
Les
back.
mains, c'est chiant.
I can tell you, the group
peut faire mal très
behind
longtemps.
This,
J'ai vu.
some 8 seconds off the lead. So
yeah, there's this front group of 9
C'est un peu chiant
riders.
pour Arinsal là qui roule à la maison.
On course at the moment is the American on Specialized Hayley
Ben,
Batten.
c'est comme ça, c'est les risques
Now, but
de
just
descendre
like 6 seconds
à
behind
pleine
this,
balle.
she's closing fast.
yeah, we yet to see Hayley Batten get a real run of form in 2026, but the North American
On voit pas bien, mais
riders
ça
at the end
finit
of
en
the year,
montée hein, cette piste.
You can bet she'll be peaking for those if she can.
Yeah, and there's that group behind. It's Greg Gibson, Henderson, and Batten in that group of 3.
Ok, Keller qui
There is
prend
the
la
next
tête.
group. Henderson, Gibson and Batten.
Colère 7, j'ai pronostiqué dans le vide. À moins d'une monstre surprise, je pense que j'ai perdu mes points de chaîne. J'ai perdu mon gruyère.
Really well, and these slightly stickier conditions just slow it down a bit. It just means that riders
Ah, on a
can
Vidoré
come a
aussi,
little
là.
bit further in the grid, and you can see that group of 3s not far off the bunch now.
Yeah. These riders starting to fight amongst each
Mais
other.
du coup,
Risved is taking back control.
Madame Vidoré-Costner, c'est la femme de Martine, Catalina.
The Capel on forward as well.
Yeah, and Collar and Richards just getting distance a little bit, and we saw Keller and Risved's just
sa
fighting
sœur.
for the front and that pole position, and it's Risved's now back in the lead.
Anna Terpstra going really well as well.
Alors, on a petite rediff sur ce qui se passe.
Just stay seated as much
Il
as
se passe pas
possible.
grand chose.
It's a real tell of hers when she does get out of the saddle.
C'est une piste ok, il n'y a rien de spécial. Un peu déçu après la tuile qui était une course vraiment terrible. Rapide, très technique.
Risvids, Keller,
J'ai beaucoup aimé.
Fry, Berta, Kohler. They are all together at the front of this one on lap 5 out of 9.
Yeah, and I made a mistake before. I got
Monstre
Controller and
rapide en fait, j'ai dit 1h30 mais bientôt à la fin là.
Two Lapierre riders in this front group, and Terpstra, one of those riders that really does love altitude. Good results here in the past. Arinsal always well. And she's moved up through the grid and drifted onto the back of this group. And
I made a mistake, Sebastian. I think it's ending in 10 minutes.
I think after that big layoff she had.
I've said the men will start in 1 hour and a half.
But great to see her back, but it might just take a little bit longer to get, especially in the short track where it's super intense. It just takes a while to get back up to speed.
There is Blurtlinger in the purple jersey of Live Factory Racing. What a season she's having, but chasing a maiden UCI cross-country short track World Cup win this evening, and she's beside two of the real superpowers of the format. As they cross the line the next lap, Risvids and Keller. Richards, though, looking like she's struggling, Ollie.
Yeah, Richards pulling a bit of a pain face there, and look over her shoulder, and I think she's going to get caught by this group of three. It's Rebecca Henderson, Batten, and Gwen Gibson. And they're closing on that front group now.
They're not far off it. They're about to swallow up the first rider to drop from it, Evie Richards. And there's another one, is that Terpstra maybe, just getting distance slightly. Manages to bring the bike back towards the front as they kick back up a hill and head into the woods.
We're going to see this pace over these last few laps really rise. So far, this front group, the pace has been completely stable. Jenny Risvids, all those laps have been within 4 seconds of each other. So that perfect altitude, you really need to pace your efforts. When we look at the moment, this front group's got it bang on.
And we know that last year, Alessandra Keller, the rider in second place at the minute, absolutely mugged them from about 2 laps out. She went Keller and just kept going. Really prolonged classic Alessandra Keller attack. Here's the whoop live of Martina Berta versus Sina Fry. So as Ollie says, any time spent in the red zone at the far end of the graph spells trouble at altitude. Berta and Fry managing it well though in zone 4 at the minute.
Yes, that's telling me that they've both got 1 gear left in the tank. So perfectly ridden short track. They're going to ramp these at last few laps up, and I think we're going to see some bonkers last laps.
Sina Fry walking Shido in red #1 board on her back, controlling the cross-country short track overall standings for the time being. Jenny Risvids 170 points behind her, but looking like she's having a go here, Ollie.
Risvids is winding this one up. She's feeling good. You can see just came out of that corner, ramped the pressure up, and now she's attacking. And you can see the gap starting to appear now.
Oh!
Fry!
Oh, Fry qui drift dans la montée! Oh là là! Tu veux qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Oh là là!
Pressure from Jenny Risvids.
Here we go.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a fait?
Ah
ouais, elle a dérapé de l'avant, puis de l'arrière. Ah, le Epic 9, qui est beaucoup trop puissant pour ces guibolles. Non, c'est les guibolles de Sina qui sont trop fortes. C'est incroyable.
Meanwhile, at the front, Jenny Risvids just doing a little stock check behind her. Fry chasing back on though.
Un Fry qui revient peut-être.
It was the pressure from Jenny Risvids, that little body blow, just softening the riders up. She now sat behind Alessandra.
Un peu d'action dans ce circuit.
In 9th place.
Qui est, j'avoue, un peu calme quoi. Bah, ça tourne bien quoi, mais on aime le pestacle. Dont personne se fait mal, bien sûr. Chill. On arrive bientôt dans les tours où ça va gentiment se décider de qui va gagner. Hein. On a Keller qui pousse, suivi de Jenny et de Blushinger. Les Suisses vont-elles se placer devant Jenny ou pas? Keller qui tente sur la droite avec Blushinger alors que Jenny passe à gauche avec Stiger. Alors est-ce que c'était fast ou pas?
That little attack from Jenny Rissveds, which
Ok, oui et non.
take by Sina Fry, was pretty telling to me.
You can see now
Ça change pas grand-chose.
starting to form. Rissveds yet to win in Andorre, the principality that she calls home.
Yes, Sevilla Blanc, the winner in Lenzerheide in the short track, riding a good race so far, just sitting there 6th position. Be interesting to me whether she's just happy to follow to get a good grid position with Sunday or whether she's got something left in the tank.
Yeah, the micro state of Andorre.
C'est vrai que la pluie s'est arrêtée là, on voit les gens, ils ont la tête à l'air.
This woman at the front now has had more success here than anyone else. The rider in second place at the
Donc
minute.
c'est une bonne nouvelle. Ouah, et ça glisse, hein. Ça glisse, de nouveau, hein. Je veux pas dire, mais c'est le deuxième Epic 9. C'est le deuxième qui glisse. Au même endroit.
Yeah, Alessandra Keller just
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
up now and starting to split this group. Berta's going off the
Ça
back.
serait pas la course anti-Epic 9.
Stay deep in this pack as well for Decathlon Ford Blanc. Currently third in the overall. 280 points off the lead of Sina Fry, a rider she's now in front of. Berta, Kohler, Fry, the rear gunners of this group, but at the front it really is turning into a slugfest between Alessandra Keller and Jenny Rissveds. There's this torch. That doesn't do anything for high
Là qui
speed.
essaie de remonter, suivi de Blushinger.
2,000 meters is a good ramp, but the wrong set of stairs could fail you up here, but Fry working hard.
Yes.
8e tour.
Terpstra both getting
C'est maintenant que ça va bouger, c'est maintenant que ça va se décider gentiment là.
Some old fight and a scrap back.
Où est-ce qu'on va
Sam Terpstra coming up the inside now, she's getting back onto the back wheel, and she's had
être
two of the
tendue jusqu'à la fin?
so far in this race. But at the front now, it's
Ok, on a Jenny en avant.
from Keller. Rissved starting to wind it up.
Je l'ai vu de loin parce que Keller c'est un ogre sur son vélo là quand elle pédale.
There's the Whoop Live comparison. Sina Fry versus Martina Berta, both still in zone 470 beats per minute each. Watch out for it going red. Berta looks to be in trouble here.
You saw a mistake there from Nicole Kohler, just getting caught up in the inside. The riders go out wide, and if they're on the inside, the tape just gets a little bit tighter.
As they drop down through the woods on the penultimate lap, it's Rissveds from Keller. Lyra Steger in third, rode her luck on the last one, managed to stay on the bike. Blurtlinger, Kohler, Blanc. Sina Fry still trying to doggedly chase back on.
We've got a mix of the conditions. We've got the still sections of dry dust under the trees, unbelievably still dry, and then a little bit of mud as well, so tyre choice is going to be essential.
Sevilla Blanc's held on to this grip really, really well as well, hasn't she?
Just floated at the back, hasn't put a nose in the wind, but it's on this corner and it's Rissveds goes again.
Jenny Rissveds kicks
Okay,
again.
Keller qui pousse derrière.
Keller battling everything she has to follow her. Oh,
Aïe, ah putain, ça glisse, hein. Il y a quelque chose qui glisse. Oh, Jenny qui commence à s'échapper. Steger qui passe deuxième.
Yeah, Rissved's going long, but
Oh là là, c'est déjà en train de se battre pour la prochaine montée. La petite montée du départ, on va pas la compter. Hein.
And we've got this ramp up to the start finish. We'll call it a ramp,
Ça
not a
check derrière. Ça établit la strat. C'est combien de... Ah, c'est très collé encore. Hein. Ah, 2 secondes, c'est ok.
Look at Jenny Rissveds now. That pressure has caused the cap. It's Lara Steger.
Oh là là, Jenny qui pousse. Alors que Blushinger prend la deuxième place. Il y a Kohler qui est 5e. Ah, mais ça marchera pas pour la première place, mais quand même. Fry qui a remonté Kohler. Mais Fry qui a refait une dinguerie, c'est pas possible qu'elle soit 8e. Oh là là, ça pousse. Poussez, mesdames, poussez.
Ronja Blöcklinger's the rider that's giving chase, and Steger just puffing.
Ok, quel combat.
Rissveds into the woods, takes the lower line.
Ok, elle prend la droite. Elle prend toujours la droite. Rissveds.
Section, if you can take a few risks, she's got a chance of getting back on the wheel, but Rissveds does have a decent gap.
It's a big gap now, Jenny Rissveds. Is this going to be too much for Ronja Blurtlinger on the live behind her? Has another look over her shoulder. Rissveds isn't confident this one's done yet. Blurtlinger still working, then it's Steger, Keller, Kohler now up and
Il y a un match dans le match là pour chaque place.
Ronja Blöcklinger was led in to taking a few risks going through that descent, and she's closing the gap a little bit, but Rizveds has been really strong in this next section. It's a transition false flat. It just drags up to that corner.
Steger pulling away from Keller now, but is she pulling any closer?
Allez, allez, allez.
Ronja Blurtlinger taking deep. I think Ronja Blurtlinger's closing on Rizveds here.
Attention, tombez pas, pitié, c'est le moment, il faut pas tomber.
She's got the momentum at the moment.
Jenny Rizveds pouring
Oh, Jenny qui pousse encore. Ça fait un tour et demi qu'elle pousse comme ça.
Andorre, Blurtlinger looks down at the bike.
Allez, Blushinger, tu vas... Allez, allez, allez. Un petit filet de bave, c'est pas grave. Je crois que j'ai vu que c'était dégueu.
Tries to go around the outside of Keller for 4th place. Meanwhile, up front, Jenny Rizveds is going to hit the asphalt.
Allez, Blushinger, faut pas te faire bouffer par Stiger.
Really, really deep in the race.
Oh là 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 là.
Country short track World Cup wins in a row. Jenny Rizveds wins at her adopted home in Andorre.
C'est quoi?
Behind her,
Quoi?
it's going to be Steger from Blurtlinger on the line.
Oh, j'étais sûr qu'elle allait se faire bouffer par Stiger. Nice, Jenny, nice. Bon, il y a des gens qui ont voté un peu. Oh merde, il y a une personne qui a voté pour... On est deux à avoir voté, moi pour Colère et puis quelqu'un d'autre pour Rizved. Bah bravo pour les points Rizved. Hop là. Bravo pour les puntos. Je vais préparer les puntos pour les mecs.
Jenny Rizveds gets another win in 2026. She won
quelle machine, quelle machine.
of the year actually in Latuil, and she's just gone and backed it up right here in Andorre. As I say, in the micro state that she calls home along with her husband Simon Andreasen. They're still racing behind them.
Evie Richards crossing the line, hanging in for 11th position.
Yeah, Richards.
Alors, est-ce que j'ai tout le monde? J'ai Martin, j'ai Boischi, j'ai Lilo, j'ai Azaro, il n'est pas là.
Hayley Batten, 11th.
Top 10, covered by 44
Azaro,
seconds.
Avandetto, si, Puntener.
Jenny Rizveds wound it up, and another good position, another podium for Blurtlinger.
Blurtlinger.
Puntener, Old Ridge, il est là. Schwarzbauer. Et je viens de l'effacer.
The best short track female racer of all time.
Jenny Rizveds has yet again put herself in a position where a win on Sunday would put her
Qui c'est qui est pas là?
into a new
Pas que
record-breaking
je l'ai mis.
position of the first UCI Cross Country World Cup elite woman to do the double 3 times.
Non mais Puntener, elle est 2 fois, connard. Ah, puis Vidoré, il est là aussi. Donc, Martin, je l'ai mis. Boischi, je l'ai mis. Lilo, je l'ai mis. Riley, je l'ai mis. Vidoré, je l'ai mis. Puntener, je l'ai mis. Aldridge, il est là aussi. Schwarzbauer. Oui. Et puis Azaro. Oui. Ok, ça va, j'ai mis tout le monde. C'est prêt. Et je vais la lancer bientôt.
Over-ambitious, I think, in Latuil. Attacked and then blew, and this week was really careful with her efforts.
C'est incroyable. Bon, c'est pas une course très spectaculaire, mais ça s'est donné à la fin, ça s'est donné. J'ai pas vu qui c'est qui a récolté les points. Ah, Dodo Bike. Oh, Dodo Bike est venu prédire en scred. Il a même pas dit bonjour. Il a pas dit bonjour. Hein? Sa mère.
I am predicting we're going to see maximum batting by the end of the season. I think she's going to be right back at
Dodo
it.
Bike qui vient pronostiquer dans l'ombre.
You can say the same for teammate Chris Blevins.
Il vole mes points en plus. Parce qu'il y avait que moi qui avait pronostiqué l'autre.
Getting better and better, Blurtlinger.
Blushinger, elle pousse de fou. Hein. Ah, Jenny qui est redécédée. Ah non, c'est qui? Je vois pas qui c'est. Ah, c'est Gibson. Mais Gibson qui est morte. On font les femmes, super. Nice, Stiger sur le podium là. Spécial Z.
One place ahead, but we can hear from the rider who beat her today, Jenny Rizveds. For Canyon, Your race winner is down there now.
Ah, interview.
Jenny Rediff, that is your first win here on a place that you call home. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. I've never really had a good short track here before. Even though I live here, I struggle with the altitude. I mean, it's no matter how much you adapt and how much you try, it's always hard to be on altitude. But today it was just good. I think the rain before the start really helped because it's been so dusty here. So good conditions on the course, and as always, I love when the organization let us ride on a natural course like this. Just out riding trails is super cool.
And the race out there looked super aggressive across all of the girls out there. How was it?
Yeah, the racing has changed. I mean, only since last year, I think it's tighter, and it used to be like in our racing. It used to be like start finish used to be just like we sit up and we recover, but this year is full gas. The whole lap, every race, which is really cool. I think we learned from the boys a little bit.
Do you think that type of racing suits you as a rider?
Yeah, I think so. And
we know that you like to ride hard and be brave.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
How much of a difference do you think it makes racing at home, having those home comforts for you? We know now that you're going to go home and sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot. Not when it comes to like training on the course or anything. I live in a different valley, but just as I say, like to sleep in my own bed, I just been spending time at home today with my parents and friends, and now it just feels like I'm at home, and then I can just go to the other valley and do a mountain bike race. So it's really nice.
Awesome to see. We look forward to seeing you out there on Sunday.
Thank you.
Yes. Bon, content de sa course. Qui avait jamais gagné avant ici. Ouais, incroyable. Elle a dit quoi? Elle a dit quoi? Ah merde, je me suis trompé de bouton. Je vais mettre l'écho. Ah là là. Je commence à chauffer là. Faut que je mette les ventilos.
Which I think for her is this course in Arinsal, and she's an amazing performance. And you look at the lap times there. That penultimate lap was the one when she did the damage. 2:16 backed up with a 2:17 and just held back. Perfectly ridden short back by Jenny Rediff.
J'ai mis les ventilos à gauche, devant et dans le cul. Excusez-moi. C'est pas loin de ça. 2 minutes 16. Wow.
Partly you want it's getting a result in the short track, but also when you get that sensation that the legs and fitness is good.
Là, je peux pas encore ouvrir les fenêtres parce qu'il fait trop chaud dehors. Ah, Stiger, interview.
Lara Stiger, what a race out there. It was chaos beforehand and it looked like it was chaos out there as well. Talk us through it.
Oh yeah, it made it quite a challenge, but I managed to stay calm. I'm super happy with my tire choice, which is super nice. Had a lot of grip, and super happy with the setup today. Although it changed just 10 minutes before, so yeah, super happy to come away with a second place in the short track.
And then the race, how did it go out there? It seemed like it was very aggressive right from the start.
Yeah, the pace was really high from start on. Jenny and Alessandra made a really good pace, which made it a really hard race, but I managed to stay close to the group, and last lap was just all out, and I think the course suited me quite well with some short punchy kicks, and I'm super happy to take second today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Quick native.
Lara Stiger as well, really worth pointing out that in a bit of dip of form when she came here, that one, bit like we saw with Charlie Aldridge in La Tuile last weekend, bit of affirmation in there.
Yeah, and it's a good result, and what was amazing for me is she blew. She tried to go with Rediff, blew a little bit, recovered on the descent and went again. Yeah, I mean, an amazing performance.
Bah, good pour l'Autrichienne, hein.
Did not give up.
Pas mal.
And then to take a second place.
Et de retour sur le podium.
It just shows here. I know we've talked
Je sais
about
plus quand ça c'est son dernier podium. Peut-être qu'ils l'ont dit, j'ai pas écouté.
Too hard, you pay for it.
Il me semble que ça fait un petit moment qu'on ne l'a pas vu.
828,
peut-être que je me trompe en fait, parce que 828.
From Jenny Rediff. Ronja Blurtlinger is up to 6th place for Live Factory Racing. She was 3rd this evening. Let's hear from her now. She's with Emma.
Ronya,
La championne.
Podium. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's cool. Here, a year ago, I could ride for the first time on a podium, and so the goal was to do it again. And it was a cool race and an exciting sprint finish. So it was. I'm really happy. Yeah.
We also know that you love the mud. So how did you feel when it started to rain?
Yeah, I was not on the track before the race. I felt like, yeah, I want to stay dry until the race starts. So the first lap was a bit slippery, and everyone, I think, had to get used to or see how much grip we really have. But it was actually really grippy, except a few roots there in the first, but it was great.
And then that last lap, it looked like it was chaos. There was a lot of you guys fighting for the podium.
Yeah, that's typical short race. Like, for me, the whole race, I had a good cadence. I felt great. I felt like it's not that hard of a race, but then the last lap is all out, and you forget that the first few laps were easy because, yeah, in the end, you gave everything you have on the last lap.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ah, c'est facile, c'est ça, c'est tranquille jusqu'à le 5, 6e tour, et après tu commences à vraiment sentir tes jambes parce que c'est là que ça accélère, quoi.
The right cadence, the feeling. Didn't go on the course, was quite happy. Her tech skills are way up there, and she's starting now to back it up on Sunday in the XCO as well.
Huge result for her. Another 3rd place. Jenny Risford's taken the win in Pal Arinsal, Andorre.
Bon, est-ce qu'on a un petit timer pour le départ des hommes? Histoire que je puisse balancer la prédiction.
From the overall points leader now, Specialized Factory Racing's Sina Fry.
Ah, l'interview encore?
Is down there now.
Sina, not quite the result you were hoping for. Talk us through that slight little slip up out in the course.
Yeah, it was a little bit sad. I slept away on that stupid corner up the hill. And yeah, it was only 3 or 4 laps to go, and I tried to close the gap with some attacks on the start finish, but yeah, it didn't work out. But still, first rower, I think, for Sunday, so that's okay.
Still, signs are good for Sunday. Form is still there.
Yes, I think so. Also, during the short track, I was honestly surprised how good I felt, because I have it way worse in my head from the past.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Ouais, cette stupide racine. Enfin, ce contour. Ouais. Ouais, erreur, quoi, erreur de piste. Elle a essayé de recoller après. C'était pas facile parce que c'était dans les derniers tours, puis tout le monde est allé à fond après, donc c'est impossible de rattraper, quoi. Salut Dodo! Et t'as fait juste la pronostic? Le gars il vient, il pronostique dans l'ombre et il pique mes points. Il pique mon gruyère.
You know, it's all about sometimes you make those mistakes, it happens.
Ça mange des biscuits. Putain, j'ai faim.
Mentally recovering, getting
Oh
back
non,
as
j'ai
quick
faim.
as possible, getting some points.
Well, that fan saying that he loves the rain. Well, he is in for a
La première de l'année. Nice.
in Pal Arinsal, Andorre.
Oh, arrêtez de les filmer comme ça, c'est leur vie privée là. Ah, ils adorent, hein, ils adorent. C'est bon là, on n'est pas de Paris Match. Bas les couilles. Non, pas bas les couilles, mais je veux dire, laissez-les tranquilles. Chaque fois qu'ils sont les deux, ça les filme. Le petit best-of. C'est trop mignon. C'est vrai, ça. Mais calmez-vous sur les zooms, là. Bon, when starting.
Round 6 of the UCI Cross Country Short Track World Cup in 2020.
Re-bienvenue à Pal Arinsal, nous sommes juste après la pluie. A bit of rain. Il fait 18 degrés, le vent s'est calmé un peu d'un 1 km/h.
Half an hour or so.
Mais l'humidité est montée
Still knocking about here and there.
au Schwarzbauer.
Nowhere near as heavy as it was. As we look at Lucas Schwarzbauer, we can hear from one of the breakthrough stars of 2026.
Alors, when starting,
for specialized factory racing has come a long, long way.
bon, dans 10 minutes, je pense, non? Qu'est-ce que je fais? Je lance les pronostics, chat? Ah.
For me, winning is not.
Bon, je suis pas obligé de me cacher, c'est pas une interview.
It's a consequence.
Adrien Boissy va s'imposer pour la 3e fois en 4 courses. Il a raccroché le téléphone.
I felt pretty good in the race. It was a super hard short track for me personally. It was getting harder and harder lap after lap, and then Charlie and Luca did that mistake. I went as fast as I could in the last lap.
Charlie.
Beautiful win, especially when I consider how
Luca, ouais.
how a bit I was in the doubt, so I was really happy with that win actually. I think the first time I raced with Luca I was 7 or 8. He's always been good at altitude, he's always been good on these hard tracks with a lot of climbing. He just spins his legs and goes super fast as he climbs. It's quite crazy to think that him and Matisse, and now we are on the podium as World Cups. For me personally, this is my dream life. I've always dreamed to be a cyclist and to be able to live from my passion, and this is the sport I grew up with. I developed myself, I became world champion, and then road came later, and I feel like for me it benefits me because I react to high training volume quite good, and that's also why I think I improved.
Ça allait de Arides, hein, je reconnais le caillou. C'est le mini Servin là.
Mentally, for me, it gives me a refresh. Like, I'm excited to go back on the road, and when I do road, I'm excited to go back on the mountain bike. If you're always scared of losing, sometimes you don't go over your limit. You don't try new challenges. Like, for me, in order to develop and to progress and to get better, to get to the top, you need to be able to have your personal wins. The small wins that make you keep digging deeper, keep getting better, keep progressing. I strongly believe in myself. I strongly believe that anything is possible. And I just want to try my best over the next 15 years to see where I can end up. I really believe that with the right process, with the right environment, the good choices, and we can get to the top. I believe in it.
A young rider with the world at his
C'est
feet,
beau.
Adrien Boissy.
Il est beau.
A trio.
Il fait pas beau.
GCI Cross Country Short Track World Cup wins on the bounce.
Bon, when starting. Allez, je veux savoir,
Arinsal,
comme ça
as
je
you
mets
can
les
see,
pronostics.
the conditions stacked against him.
Putain, il y a une fanfare.
In this rain.
Obélix.
Well, we can hear from one of his big rivals this evening. Man, he spent
Incroyable.
a lot of time racing as an under-23. Bjorn Riley for Scotland.
Obélix.
It's down there now.
Bjorn, obviously it's been a bit of a tumultuous time when it comes to the weather. How are you feeling about the change?
Yeah, we can't do anything about it. I would say I was really hoping it
Ah.
was going to be like
Est-ce qu'il a caché la croix pour
I've been kind of
la
begging
pluie?
for one. We haven't really had that hot of a race yet, so I was thinking the whole weekend it was super hot, so it's gonna be toasty. But I mean, this weather keeps it fun because I don't know, there's a lot of unknowns, which makes it really interesting.
Have you changed anything on your bike setup since, I guess, earlier before?
No, just the vibes, I guess. The vibes have changed, but the setup's pretty much stayed the same. I think maybe I lowered, I went 0.1 bar lower on tire pressure, and that's it.
Well, enjoy the vibes.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bjorn
Il est
Riley.
trop marrant, Riley. Il est 13 à l'envers.
Real stars.
Mais vas-y, c'est pas.
UCI mountain
Je
bike
n'ai un
World
13,
Series
moi,
these
c'est
days.
pas
After
un
that,
mauvais chiffre. Ah, Aldridge. Ah, l'écossais, peut-être que c'est un temps pour lui.
Racing getting ready to go. Let's hear from Dario Lillo. It's down there now.
Dario, we know that you've been super consistent this season. How are you feeling ahead of today?
Well, really good. I think short tracks have been really good to me this year, so I'm going to try to continue the streak and go for a good position.
How are you feeling about the altitude? We know that this is the highest level that we'll be at all season.
But I think it is the same for everyone. It's just, trying to not spend too many bullets in the beginning of the race, and then that will pay off in the end.
Thank you so much.
All good.
Dario Lillo.
Lillo, notre champion de Corée, là, avec un temps exécrable. Donc, c'est quelqu'un qui aime rouler sous la pluie. Hein. C'est un ancien champion de cyclocross, mesdames et messieurs. Donc, s'il fait moche, il a le sourire. Attention, attention. Ah, maintenant, je suis en train de réfléchir. Qui c'est que je vais pronostiquer? Il y a 2-3 mecs qui aiment quand il fait moche. Hein. Aldridge, Lillo.
Let's hear from a previous UCI cross
country short
track World Cup winners, Cannondale Factory Racing's Charlie Aldridge.
Hey Charlie, obviously we've had a drastic change of weather. How are you feeling about it?
En vrai, Martin.
It's quite exciting. Yeah, it's not too hot now, so that'll be nice, and not so much dust. But the rocks look pretty slippy, so I just have to be careful.
We know that you've had some great performances here in Andorre before. How are you feeling?
Yeah, excited. I like it here. It's going to be, the fans are good and it's a good track, so hopefully I can keep the good results coming.
All the best.
Thank you.
Charlie Aldridge, keen to keep the results coming.
Lui, je suis pas sûr qu'il aime la pluie.
Mid-season break. That's the overall.
Ah, il y a la musique. Il y a bientôt la musique, chat. Non, il y a la musique, mais il y a bientôt les pronostics. J'aimerais bien voir les gens se barrer, histoire que je mette une petite 5 minutes de pronostics là.
There he is on screen. There is a worry that the bad luck has returned. Needs to turn things around.
Mais c'est les ultra fans là.
Fans enjoying themselves ahead of this.
Ah, 5 minutes, ok, alors c'est bon. J'en mets 10, c'est parti, chat.
Riders starting to form up.
Guys, new pronostic in the chat. You can vote Martin, Boashi, Lillo, Wiley, Vidore, Puntene, Avadetto, Aldridge, Schwarzbauer and Azaro. C'est la même chose en français. Ah, je vois que ça a voté Charlie Aldridge déjà. Merci la pluie. Ah, moi j'hésite encore. Hein. J'hésite. Oh là, ça met les puntos sur Azaro. Je suis grillé. Ça vote pour l'Écosse.
Getting ready.
Pronostic in the chat, guys.
Here in Pal Arinsal.
Il est où comment il s'appelait? Sébastien. Pronostic for Vidore.
Front row then.
Just
Here
now.
Round 6 of the UCI Cross Country Short Track World Cup from Pal Arinsal, Andorre. Charlie Aldridge for Cannondale Factory
je réfléchis encore.
Racing.
Qu'est-ce que je vais...
Heads onto the front row. In a rain-soaked Andorre, big rain, thunder and lightning storms move through here about 45 minutes to go. It'll take more than that to stop this man.
J'avoue que c'est pas facile. Ouais, bah ouais, c'est compliqué là.
Scott Schramm, MTB Racing. This mechanic Yanni's got the jacket, but still the shorts are on, so it can't be too bad out there.
Yannick de Mechanics avec Puntener.
Puntener takes to the front row, yet to win a short track World Cup, as is this man, Simone Avendetto. His home race last time out in La Tuile last weekend wasn't what he was hoping for. Would love to put that behind him here in Pal Arinsal. Well wrapped up ahead of this one, Avendetto. Matisse Azaro for Origin Racing Division
Bon, j'espère
leads
qu'il change de code couleur l'année prochaine. Hein.
in the World Cup overall. In the short track, just 55 points currently standing between him and Adrien Boischy.
J'ai l'impression qu'il y a des gens qui se retiennent un peu. Vu que j'ai mis... il reste 6 minutes là, ça va attendre le départ avant de pronostiquer. Hein. Ah, Vidoré, ça a voté un peu là. Bien. Some pronostic for Vidoré. Moi je sais pas encore. Hein. Petit Riley, petit Aldridge peut-être aussi. Mais j'ai envie peut-être un petit Lilo là. La légende de Corée là. J'hésite.
This guy might be able to answer it. Bjorn Riley for Scott Schramm.
Est-ce que j'attends Go Martin. Est-ce que j'attends un peu le départ là, histoire de faire tricher un peu. Oh, c'est pas tricher, c'est comme ça quoi. Vous avez décidé de voter tôt, rien me retient d'attendre un petit peu là.
Adrien Boischy going for a trio of short track wins in a row for Specialized Factory Racing. Boischy.
Il est parti le dernier, alors l'avant-dernier de la start line.
Against him getting a trio tonight.
And the last one. Lucas Martin.
As we're getting used to, will have something to say about it. Luca Martin, currently third place in the overall, Luca Martin. In the short track, leading the way in the XCO. Martin involved in that coming together with his teammate at the last round. Got second in that race. Yet to win a short track in 2026, the French national champion lines up beside the American national champion Riley. And to his right-hand side, Adrien Boischy. Well,
ok, on est bientôt parti, chat.
Commentary booth. I am joined by
bon, qui c'est que je vote là? Je sais toujours pas.
Weller.
Allez, je vais voter avant.
If you're just tuning in now, you won't get the benefit of knowing how bad it was here earlier on. Will that have affected the riders' build up to this race?
100% we saw riders in the women's rack category and the men's changing.
J'ai voté.
Tyres, front tyres, that's going to be key. The course, it rained, hail, and we've had the whole lot. It's turning again now, but it's going to be slippery, a mixture of dust and mud.
J'ai voté. Vous avez encore le temps, vous avez encore 4 minutes pour voter votre gagnant. Pour remporter les points de chaîne à aiguiser sur pas grand chose. Il faudra que je fasse ça.
First, the lights will turn red. And then it will be go time here in Pal Arinsal.
Men, gentlemen, watch the light.
And they are off and racing at round 6 in Pal Arinsal, Andorre. And it's Luca Martin who's going to lead them in the first right-hander.
Absolutely electric start. Charlie Aldridge, Lilo Martin.
Oh là là, on est parti à pleine balle. On est parti à pleine balle. Canon des Lilo qui est en 3e position. Let's go.
Be a bit of respect for the high altitude, but not at all. The guys have gone out so fast. Aldridge second.
Oh là là, ça part vite, hein.
Gone for the whole shot. He means business.
Azaro going round the left-hand side. The riders as well moving up.
Je sens qu'on va avoir du spectacle.
In the pack as well.
So this is the steepest climb of the circuit. Then we drop in 2 lines, but it is single track all the way through. Chance for a bit of recovery, but you needed a good start. But it was Aldridge who led them through.
Voilà, un petit champion européen dernier.
As they head down in through the woods for the first time, who's going to be in the lead? It is going to be the big Scotsman, Charlie Aldridge. Matisse Cesaro,
Aldridge, ouais, il est énervé là. Le trio français le week-end passé, là, ça lui a pas plu. J'ai cru voir Blevins. J'ai cru voir un petit Blevins, ça passe par l'intérieur un peu là. Ah, il est passé devant par Boishi. Blevins qui est pas très loin, Blevins 14e. Le GOAT de l'année passée.
So dominant in short track last year, Christopher Blevins. Currently up in 14th position after half a lap, so is Blevins going to make his presence felt?
Attention, hein, cette petite sortie de forêt, on a vu chez les dames, a fait glisser que les spécialisés. Mais on va voir avec les mecs. Comment ça va se passer.
Just moving through. Yeah, well, yeah, sorry, it's Yuri Zanotti, sorry, not Brido.
Lilo, toujours 3e.
Yeah,
Let's go, Lilo.
Home round for them on the tweel. Charlie Aldridge popped the cheeks and gets the big diesel engine rolling.
Ok, ça se calme un peu. On a eu 9 tours chez les dames. On va peut-être en avoir 10. On va sûrement en avoir 10 avec les mecs.
And it's Azaro with the red board of the overall points leader. Boishi, second place in the overall. On his left-hand shoulder, a reminder, Boishi going for 3 wins in a row, but
Joule 26, putain, pitié, Joule.
ahead of us here in Andorre.
So this is a key point section here, just dropping down. It goes into single file.
You can vote for the best cross-country rider up the round, powered by Govic with the QR code on your screen.
Lilo qui a joué des coudes un peu.
Luca Schwartzbauer as well, just dropping in, winner here in 23 and a rider in form.
Est-ce qu'on a du 32 pouces chez Thomas? Je ne crois pas. Je pense que c'était juste un coup de pub en Suisse. Ok, vous rentrez pas dedans. Pitié. On n'a pas remarqué de lane, de trajectoire plus rapide pour la gauche et la droite avant là. Chez les dames en tout cas on n'a pas remarqué. Okay, oula, oula là, Riley qui glisse un peu dans ce pierrier mais le Spark reste debout. Okay, j'ai l'impression que Lilo se fait bouffer par les Français et les Américains.
He's looking so strong, so positive and focused as well, and you could see
c'est vrai qu'on a eu une 3e place pour Keller et puis une 32e place pour le Suisse. Donc c'était pas fou l'arrivée du 32 pouces. Hein. Moi j'étais sûr que ça serait pas... Franchement, pour le marathon par contre, pour le cross-country marathon là, ça peut-être que ça va faire une grosse diff. Mais je suis pas du tout le marathon, je pourrais pas savoir. Je cherche un peu.
And these two have pedigree. They came together at the last round. Aldridge and Martana. Cesaro goes.
Oh là là, oh là là, oh là, oh là là. Ils en font des yeux brouillés là, Aldridge pour au petit déj. Là ils l'ont bouffé. Hop le sandwich. C'est ce qu'on appelle un jambon fromage. Un jambon beurre. Pas un jambon fromage, quel con. Un jambon beurre là. Petit sandwich. Top pour aller chercher le pas faux. Ça va fast.
Watch Charlie Aldridge for Christopher Blevins, now up to 10th position.
Christopher Blevins on his way towards the front
group. Française de jambon beurre. Voilà, voilà. Aïe, taille. On a vu Lucas Martin en train de taper son guidon en mode putain mais c'est pas possible, comment il va si vite?
Oh no, Matisse Cesaro.
He was sitting there 4th row, but you see him just pulling off. Whether he's down or there's something shaking his head.
No glasses either. Yeah, right hand side.
Quelque chose s'est mal passé pour Azaro, il sort.
Matisse Cesaro, the overall points leader, could well be out of this one.
Azaro sort?
Yeah, Azzaro's out.
Aïe, 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 aïe. Il y a des pronostics pour Azzaro, là. Aïe, aïe, aïe. 2 personnes. Azzaro, ça a l'air dead. Hein.
Mud on the shoulder and not in this string of riders now.
We may be seeing a change.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Big drama for Azzaro.
Country short track World Cup standing.
Il est là.
Buried in the pack.
Non, c'est pas lui.
There's no sign of Matisse Azzaro.
Aïe, 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 aïe. Le bon pronostic, let's go. Alors que Dodobac avait bien pronostiqué, avait gagné les pronostics pour les femmes et il se plante pour les hommes. Pas de lunettes, mais j'ai bien peur que ça soit pas ça la raison d'avoir autant de retard. Hein, parce que sans lunettes, on peut autant bien rouler. C'est juste que faut un peu plisser les yeux, quoi. Et puis tu peux en récupérer. Ah non, tu peux pas. Ah non, la course rapide, tu peux pas récupérer de lunettes. Mais bon, c'est pas une raison pour avoir autant de retard. Il est où? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? What are you branling? Ah ouais, il s'est planté. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Est-ce qu'on aura les images? Il a glissé. Il a glissé, chef. Oui, bien sûr que tu as de la projection dans les yeux, etc. Mais ça ne veut pas dire que tu vas avoir autant de retard. Je veux dire, tu peux quand même utiliser tes mains à des moments random pour t'essuyer les yeux. Il s'est planté dans la descente de forêt, je pense. Quand on a vu Lucas se taper le guidon là, est-ce que c'est encore lui qui a fait tomber un de ses potes? Le gaffeur, tu sais. Il a pris une souche, ouais, peut-être. Il a pris quelque chose, ça c'est sûr. Et tout ce que je peux vous dire, c'est qu'il a pris la dernière place, lol. 10 tours. J'avais pas vu. Ah ok, ouais. Bon, il y a un piège au début de la descente, puis à la fin de la montée aussi, là. On a vu chez les dames, je disais tout à l'heure, qu'il y a un petit piège là à la remontée sortant de forêt. Il est où Lilo, là? 3e? Let's go Lilo! Let's go Lilo! Moi j'y crois. Aïe aïe aïe, tous ces points de chaîne perdus. C'est triste. Oh Blevins.
Heads up boys, the boss is back.
Oh Blevins.
Back to the front of a UCI cross country short track World Cup in 2026.
That's going to make everyone wake up. Christopher Blevins back up to the front.
It's woken Charlie Aldridge up and it's woken
Lucas Schwarzbauer. Here we go.
Ok, ça va bouger, hein. Ça va bouger pendant ces 7 tours prochains là.
And Aldridge now taking it on.
All the big dogs back at the front of this one. Charlie Aldridge leads them up the climb.
Oh là là, oh là là.
Alongside his teammate Adrian Boishy.
S'il vous plaît, poussez-vous pas. Faites-vous pas mal, pitié. Ok, Aldridge sur la droite. Avec Schwarzbauer sur la gauche, j'ai l'impression. Beau chapeau. Aldridge, nice, hein? Nice à la descente.
Aldridge absolutely owns that descent. Can he use it as a springboard for a potentially?
On la voit bien la LED sur les suspensions, sur les amortos arrière.
But he is in zone 5 on his Whoop Live.
But Christopher Blevins, dominant last year.
Look who's going with him, Ollie. Look who's going with Charlie Aldridge. Every pedal stroke of the way, Chris Blevins.
Breaks his collarbone, misses the last 4 races.
Spécialisé qui va remonter au classement général des marques sur Cannondale. Où ils sont devant déjà, je sais plus. Ils sont peut-être devant déjà. Je sais plus maintenant si Cannondale est devant ou pas.
Currently in second place, fastest rider per lap. Aldridge, Woods, Albon, Blevins. Blevins, fastest rider in lap 4. And this is all Charlie Aldridge will need. You're having the race of the season so far. You look over your shoulder and you see the dominant force in this format. All of a sudden, back with you. You can see the UCI World Champion stripes on the jersey of Chris Blevins. Adrian Boishy still alongside him. Luca Martin, Aldridge's teammate, could be crucial.
Lilo qui est un peu trop en arrière là. Faut remonter là, mon petit. Pense à mes points. Pense à mes points de chaîne, pitié. Bon, Azaro, il est où?
Cut down, I think it's Boishy just leading up into the climb now. Luca Martin going with him, Aldridge, then Blevins.
Boishy looks over, sees Martin, this is an attack from Adrian Boishy.
Attaque de Boishy.
Aldridge, battling to stay on, Blevins.
Oh là là, mais il va y avoir un nombre d'attaques hein, pendant ce...
Schwarzbauer just swinging a little bit, and it's beyond.
J'ai pas vu où il est, Jean-Michel.
Here's this multi-line option.
Attendez, je vais aller voir sur le truc live timing. Alors, il est où, Azaro? Ah, il est dernier, fin dernier. À mon avis, il va y avoir un petit DNF. Maybe. Peut-être.
How strong does Adrian Boishy look halfway through 2026 though? There's a different look in the face now. There's an aggression there.
And I think it's that confidence. He's 2 wins in the short track, 1 in the cross country. Now winner, but this is a dodgy corner for me. And as the pace goes up and the fatigue kicks in, they just drift off. There's a little ditch, and then the wheels are all over the place. There's a chance they're going to see crashes there.
Well, for now, they all stay upright. Boishy leads Martin, leads Aldridge.
Good lap for Bjorn Riley as well. Scotch Ram Rider is right on the back of the tail.
Pour l'instant, on n'a pas de glissade chez les mecs dans ce contour à droite là. C'est ici. Ah, un petit pied, mais rien de spécial. Ça va vite, hein. Déjà 6e tour sur 10 là. On est à 12 minutes. Ça va très vite.
Yeah, a good short track for Fabio Punter as well. Scotch Ram is.
There is the overall points
Ah, c'est DNF. DNF did not finish. Pour Azaro, c'est l'abandon. Il ne finira pas cette course rapide. Bon, allez, il va direct aller à la douche et se concentrer pour dimanche.
Boishy still leading them. What's your read on this, Ollie? Are they just letting Adrian dig away at the front here? Is there a danger that he can get gone?
I think Boishy's got good legs in this race. He's happy to ride tempo at the front. His best opportunity to take a rider. Martin's got a bit more of a sprint than Boishy.
Blevins just standing up and accelerating.
Ouais, ça a repris un peu les gouttes, mais c'est pas de la grosse pluie, ça va. On voit, ils sont tous debout quand ils montent là, ça s'accroche bien par terre. Alors, ça rend un peu glissant par contre, c'est vrai, mais franchement, c'est ok.
In the second place now. But there's always a risk. Just those riders take the different sections, they come back together.
It's the 80% rule for Azaro, so he will collect points for this one, but it's too tight to mention at the top, just 55 in it. Between him and Boishy. As it stands, Boishy takes the overall points lead down ahead of Martin.
Fabio Punten has just moved up 5th position now ahead of Christopher Blevins.
But you would be a hell of a betting man to put money on things finishing the way they're going to finish at the minute.
We're just going to see the pace rising and rising. We're at a higher altitude, so the riders have to be a bit more respectful in these mid-laps, and they need to save it all for the last 2 laps.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much respect going on there at the minute to my eye.
Ok, ouais. C'est collé encore, hein. Mais bon, on est au 7e tour, là ça va commencer gentiment à relancer des attaques. On voit Mathias là qui double Riley. Ça va bientôt bouger là, ça s'est calmé un coup mais on va repartir. Hein. Je pense que Lilo c'est mort, hein. Il est loin derrière là. Là au 7e tour il aurait fallu être dans les 5 premiers pour espérer quelque chose, mais je pense que là la bataille va être trop grande pour le Suisse. On a Puntener qui est pas très loin, lui il est assez devant là. Un Riley aussi, mais pour les Suisses ça va être difficile je crois. Les Français sont bien. Ils s'encerclent Aldridge là. Oh, Riley là qui arrive à pleine balle. C'est parti pour un petit sprint à la montée. Ah, on connaît Boishy, un Boishy qui peut nous démonter ce Epic 9 pour arriver en tête De tête. En tête de tête. Ouais. Non. Ok, est-ce que Martin va trouver la vitesse sur ce côté gauche pour passer devant Boishi? C'est le cas.
And takes Boishi in that section. He is slightly faster around the outside.
I think Boishi maybe anchored up slightly there just so
les
they
rivaux.
come together as they merge, but we're hearing Marcel Guarini out with a flat tire. Alan Haffley has crashed back to 30th as well. 183 plays 179 on the Whoop Live.
Interly apparemment est tombé aussi. On voit pas les images des gens qui tombent. Un peu dommage. Hein. Dire qu'on paye quand même.
Nightmare for Alan Haffley, the world champion, would have been hoping to use this short track to move up the grid for Sunday's race.
Martin though starting to go now.
Yeah, he's starting to ramp up. You see a bit more urgency in his style and his pedaling.
Yeah, the elbows dip a bit, don't they, and the head starts going. Blevins is still in there, you know.
Blevins looks good, he looks cool.
Currently in fifth. We know when he won all those races, he often did it from the middle of a pack, but a bike length now between him and Riley. Would have done a lot of racing against Bjorn
Amos.
Blevins.
Ok.
He's had to move back from deep in the grid as well, but he's moved back, had a bit of time to recover, relatively speaking.
Yeah, you can't see it. He's just done it very
Bon, on va avoir le droit à une prochaine attaque, je pense aussi. Bientôt là, de Boishi peut-être. Prochaine montée. Toujours se placer derrière le premier avant une montée. À se faire voir. Schwarzbauer qui pousse sur le plat, enfin le faux plat plutôt. Ça monte un peu l'arrivée. Hein. C'est un sprint à la montée. Ok, Aldridge qui est passé devant.
And there's opportunities for a little bit of
Ok, on a Boishi qui attaque, qui bouffe Lucas. Mais Martin qui repasse devant, c'est nouveau. Pitié, vous shootez pas. Hein. Oh là là là. Aldridge qui est bien placé pour descendre en premier. Putain, ils sont partis coude à coude là avec Martin. Est-ce qu'Aldridge l'a glissé un peu? Ok, Aldridge va passer en premier, je pense. Ok, Aldridge est premier, Aldridge est premier.
Meanwhile, Aldridge so strong down through that section.
But that was really good riding from Boishi. The panic set in. He couldn't
C'est
let the
beaucoup
two
plus dynamique que chez les femmes là, je trouve. Alors, elles ont fait d'autres tactiques. Hein. C'est pas, je dis aucunement qu'elles sont moins fortes. C'est pas ça que je dis du tout. C'est juste que les hommes ont des tactiques très brutales. Là. Ça relance plusieurs fois. Il y a plusieurs tentatives d'échapper que chez les femmes. Attention, cette sortie de forêt là, on sait que ça glisse un peu. Pour l'instant, on s'en fout chez les hommes. Hein. On n'a pas vu de problème.
A bit of it. You've got to go back to Léger last year for his debut and last UCI cross country short track World Cup win.
But we're going to go up this drag and then it's that transition section before the climb. Watch out for that. I could imagine we're going to be 4 riders wheel to wheel, elbow to elbow, fighting for that climb.
Aldridge.
Ok, chat, c'est le dernier tour. C'est le dernier tour, chat. C'est parti, c'est maintenant qu'on va pleurer, rigoler, halluciner. Ah, c'est pas pour Lilo celle-là. Trop dur. Ok, on a Boishi devant. Suivi d'Aldridge pas très loin. On a vu que ces 3 hommes sont des malades mentales à la montée. Oh là là, ça sprint, ça sprint. On a Riley en 3e place. Il est où Martin? Oh, Martin s'est fait bouffer par Blevins. Pas d'agri, Blevins qui revient. Est-ce que Blevins va nous faire un podium? Blevins is back in the game.
Right, glued to the back wheel of Boishi if he's going to get past on that.
Il est pas loin.
This is going to be an absolute battle royale to the line, and it's looking like these 3 can clip.
Battle royale.
Join this front group and make it across to make a bid for a podium.
Oh, Riley qui tente, hein. Riley qui tente des trucs. J'aime bien. Lui, il roule vraiment pour le fun. C'est vraiment le fun guy.
Aldridge, right on the wheel.
Oh non! Non! Erreur d'Aldridge! Oh my god!
Versus Bjorn Riley at the front. Christopher Blevins in the 3rd place.
Oh, et il y a Riley qui dépasse. Et il y a Blevins qui revient sur Boishi. Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe dans cette putain de course? Non, l'erreur monstrueuse de Aldridge. Oh là là là, ça va jouer à la fin. Oh, Riley qui chope la win. Incroyable. Johnny, les points qui partent en fumée. C'est quoi cette fin de course? Ah la vache.
High stress in the commentary booth, high stress on the track, Ollie.
Vidoré 18. 18 for Martin. Damn, what a race. Les bulles, les bulles. Putain, il se fait agresser. Oh là là, Riley. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui a voté pour Riley? Personne n'y a cru. Personne n'a cru en l'américain Good Vibes. Il va s'en mordre les doigts. Oh là là, oh ça va chialer hein. Oh là là, oh putain mais il a donné un putain, j'arrive plus à parler. Il a essayé un coup de poker de fou Aldridge de passer sur la droite, mais c'était glissant hein, c'était glissant. Il voulait pas se battre au sprint final, il voulait tout bouffer dans la forêt. Quelle erreur, quelle erreur. On va revoir là les images.
Just dropping down, Aldridge in a perfect position. Bjorn
Là, Aldridge passe sur la gauche.
Here goes for this outside
Il glisse dans le gazon, il n'y a personne qui est passé là, personne ne l'avait fait. Le terrain, il est clean. Oh là 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 là. Et il coupe un arbre. Le mec, il a pas le pouce autour du guidon. Je sais pas si vous avez vu. Il a le pouce en... Enfin, une main, il me semble. Il a le pouce en... Comment tu tiens ton vélo? En sprint en plus. Oh là là. America. Putain, le mec trop heureux. Nice. Ça fait plaisir pour lui. Putain, la croix a gagné, chat. Jesus. Putain, puis Blevins de retour sur le podium. What the heck?
Christopher Blevins in third. Let's hear from your debut race winner this evening, Scott Rams.
Bon, et vous savez quoi? J'ai une bonne nouvelle, chat. I have a great news. Ah, mais d'abord, interview.
Bjorn Riley, you are a World Cup winner. How does it feel?
I feel like each race I go into, it's like I finish with a dream. How does it feel? Feel the same as 50 minutes ago. Just a little more tired, I guess. But I don't know, it's something you dream of for your whole life. So kind of doing it, I guess it's so wild that I don't even feel anything at the moment. But I know probably in a few hours when I'm trying to go to bed, I'll think about it and I won't go to bed till midnight. So it feels amazing.
Can you talk us through that overtake, that final moment of overtaking that you went over Boshi?
Yeah, I guess I feel like we all know how each other race, and going to the last climb, Boshi has a crazy punch, and I could tell he just didn't have it going up the climb, and I kind of just decided, thought about it for the past 2 days. I don't take leaps of faith in the last lap because I'm already happy with top 3. Today was a little different, and I just decided I just have to go all out, and got a little scared though because I looked back on the start-finish straight and he was right behind me. I usually don't sprint to the finish line, so that was scary.
It's absolutely, you've made everyone lost for words, and we all knew that this debut win was coming, and you know, how do you even put it into words?
Yeah, I guess everyone was saying they're excited for me to take a win, and I remember I even had a call, I think 2 days ago. This one guy was saying he was just waiting for me to win.
It's crazy people believe in me like that. I feel like I'm still just a kid riding a bike. So, yeah, to be honest, I don't remember what your question was, but...
Go and enjoy the celebrations, Bjorn.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching, too. The fans rule. Rock on. All right.
Oh, wow. Incroyable. Merci pour les images. Ouais, j'étais en train de vous dire. Incroyable, Bjorn Riley. Vraiment un mec trop chill, quoi. Un enfant sur un vélo, comme il a dit. Et j'ai une good news. I have a good news, guys. The prediction is cancel. La prédiction est annulée. Pourquoi? Parce que sur cette chaîne, les règles sont que si personne ne trouve le gagnant, les points sont redonnés. I give you back the points because nobody find the winner. So it's good news. Parce que personne, il y a 0% de personnes sur Riley. Donc je vous rends les points. Donc en fait, tout le monde a gagné. Tout le monde a gagné en fait. C'est ça, la vie est formidable au final. Incroyable le type. Bon bah, DNF de... Non mais c'est passé des dingueries pendant cette course.
Another podium, but it looked like it was chaos out there. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I mean, with this altitude, the mud, or like the slippery conditions, I wanted to stay at the front, stay out of trouble. Yeah, I felt great in my legs. I was a bit out of breath with the altitude, and first race just came back to it. And yeah, I felt like I did a really good race. Canole was again super strong with Luca and Charlie, and we're trying to play their strengths with the two of them. But yeah, well, Chris was also there. I saw him 1 or 2 laps, and I was just so happy to see him there. And then in the end, yeah, I kicked, and I saw Canole was behind me, and that was quite safe, and I was just waiting to do a good sprint, and then Bjorn came flying on the left, and yeah, it just took me a bit by surprise, and then before I knew it was a sprint, and he won. So congrats to Bjorn. I'm super happy to see him win, and for me, I think, yeah, it's another solid race. I'm happy with my consistency, and I'm looking forward to build a good race for Sunday.
How much of a difference do you think that team tactics happens out there?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think we're yet to see it, but yeah, you always need to be looking for it, and I think Luca and Charlie at the moment super strong, so it also helps with this.
This result now puts you in as the overall leader. How do you feel to have number 1 on your back?
Really?
So you will be the overall leader for the short track going into the next round in Leger.
Oh, wow, that's great. I don't know, I never look at it, so yeah, great.
Well, we look forward to seeing number 1 on your back, Adrian.
Yeah, me too, I guess.
Elle a dit quoi? Elle a dit quoi? Alors, apparemment, si j'ai bien compris, s'il gagne la prochaine, il est de toute façon le gagnant overall, c'est ça? Je suis pas sûr d'avoir compris, mais on va voir les points là. Mais non, rien du tout, elle dit de la merde. J'ai rien compris. Il a le dossard 1 quoi, c'est tout. Mais il l'avait déjà avant. Ah non, non, c'était Azaro. My bad. Ok, bah du coup j'ai rien compris. Bon, comme d'hab chat, je mets un peu de pub après les podiums. Puis sinon, cassez-vous maintenant. Hein. Demain c'est vélo de descente. À quelle heure? Je vous dis ça tout de suite après l'interview.
Welcome back to the podium.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun up there, I have to say. So, yeah, it feels really good.
How has it been, that fight? We saw that you broke your collarbone. How has that fight been to get back here?
Yeah, I mean, like, this sport keeps you humble. And, you know, you're racing against the best in the world every weekend, and we all try so hard day in and day out. So when you're a little bit, you know, knocked, whether it's from an injury or whatever, you know, you got a lot of humility from that. You got a lot of appreciation for the human side of the sport. And I mean, I just worked, you know, step by step. You got to believe in yourself, and that's really hard to do sometimes. But got a little glimmer of it last weekend, and then today just felt, like I said, so damn good to be back there.
We've also seen, I feel like there's been a massive jump up in the level.
Ah, il m'avait manqué avec ses...
Would you agree?
Il se lèche toujours la bouche là.
These young kids are going really well, so we got the middle older generation, which I guess I'm a part of now, that we got to hold it down and bring it back. But no, it's been a really cool year, I think, for our sport with a ton of people just pushing each other.
We've also seen that. It's Bjorn's first ever win, and now he is the second American to win. How do you feel for him?
I mean, so good. Like, truly. It's Bjorn is a special guy. He works so hard. He's got such a fun-loving personality, but he just works so hard. And, you know, he's from Colorado as well. So we came from the same roots, truly. And I'm really proud of him, and I know he's going to be really good for a long time.
Thank you so much, Christopher.
Thanks, guys.
Trop sympa, Blevins aussi.
There was a little hint of there, yeah, he's going to be good for so long.
Mais il a un peu le sourire de American, c'est I'm American.
But no, it obviously means a lot to Blevins, but great to see him back.
Mais ça n'empêche rien qu'il est sympa. Qu'est-ce que je voulais dire moi? Oui, demain vélo de descente à 12h15, 12h15, heure suisse, française et belge. Voilà. Et puis sinon, si vous voulez revenir voir du VTT long, c'est dimanche à partir de 13h15 pour le VTT olympique. Et puis on a l'interview de Aldridge qui a fait les huge mistakes.
Such a good opportunity. Yeah. I mean, I tried that line in practice, but in the wet there was maybe a root or something, and I just went straight into the tree. And then I crashed on the last corner, and that hurt more, so I'm a bit annoyed.
The legs were good. The brake's definitely in the wrong position down here, but the legs are good. Is that a good sign for Sunday? Can you take some positives out of this? Does the fire bring you to Sunday's XCO?
I hope so, if my knee's all right. I banged it out pretty bad, so yeah, I'm a bit in, not really shock, but you know, I'm just like a bit wired, and I was a bit stressy. I had a migraine this morning, so that wasn't very helpful anyway. So maybe I was a bit too stressed, and like I like to be calm when I race, and today wasn't one of those days. But it's annoying. I had such a good opportunity, and stupid decisions. But you know, that's life. You just got to learn from it.
Chaos of Charlie. We'll see you Sunday, mate.
Thank you.
Aldridge un peu frustré de son choix. Il a dit qu'il avait exercé ce dépassement pendant les entraînements, mais malheureusement c'était pas la même quand c'est mouillé. Aïe aïe aïe, il a pris le choix d'essayer cette tactique alors qu'il l'avait pas testé sur le mouillé. C'était sec quand il a essayé ça. Et du coup il est encore tombé à un virage après, je crois. Bizarre la prod.
Another good short track in Andorre for me.
How important is this for your XCO on Sunday to be up in that second row?
Really, I think really important. I mean, we got some rain today, which was kind of a blessing, but
sont de nulle part lui.
It'll probably still be dusty by the time we race again, so it'll be nice to be at the front. And yeah,
good work tonight.
Thank you.
Ouais, Aldridge, pauvre Aldridge, hein. Il s'est fait mal à l'épaule et aux genoux. Donc il n'est pas sous le choc, il a dit, mais il est un peu, il sait pas ce qui s'est passé, quoi. Il est un peu perdu. On espère que ça sera mieux dimanche. Merci Johnny. À demain. Du coup, moi j'ai faim. J'ai faim. On peut avoir les podiums là? Non mais incroyable course par contre. Bon, vous savez quoi? Je vous quitte un peu plus tôt. Je vais aller me chauffer un truc à manger. Je vous laisse les images. Je vous mets les pubs juste après le podium. Et puis il a gagné avec le 13 à l'envers. Let's go! Et puis sinon on se revoit demain. Ça marche? Donc je vous laisse sur ces images de podium. Oh les lunettes! Ah bon, attendez, j'attends un coup, je veux le voir arriver sur le podium. Mais on a vu le podium des femmes? Un petit doute. Non, on a vu le podium des femmes. Elles sont où? Attendez, j'attends un coup, je veux voir le podium avec les lunettes. J'ai cru que ça allait parler 2 heures encore, mais c'est bon. If you're further back, how long it takes to recover. It's taken him a few races to get back to speed, but that's a big result for Christopher Blevins. Arrête, putain, mais c'est un putain de lézard en fait, Blevins. Il arrête pas de tirer la langue. C'est un reptilien en fait. Oh, le Scott là, regardez là. C'est beau ça.
Podium, and as I say, the look is one of relief.
Yeah.
Et ils ont reçu une pierre tombale.
Injuries can take a long time to come back from, can't they? But he's right back in there after 2 races.
It's the confidence, the tech, the
Voilà.
form. It takes a
Fallait
while,
pas.
but he's done it now.
C'est un peu trop tôt. La bière pierre tombale là. Ah merde.
Never happy with second place. We know that about Washi, but he looks pretty happy up there
Ah,
now.
voilà ta pierre tombale, mec.
Winner of the last
Quelle année?
two.
Quoi? 2027?
And I think that he saw Aldridge, and when Aldridge went down, I think he just took the edge off.
Putain, incroyable.
Look at this though.
Ils les refont ou pas ces lunettes?
Drummer animal. It's our very own animal, Bjorn Riley.
C'était vraiment des lunettes qui étaient sorties à l'époque chez Oakley.
At UCI
Je sais pas si
World
ça
Cup
est
Elite Level.
refait en production ou pas.
Short track top
Ouais, c'est ta pierre tombale, bravo. Ouais, pierre tombale numéro 1.
Frisch's Oakley shoebox.
Yep. Team
Trop
manager
sympa ce Riley, trop
Thomas
sympa.
Frischnecht, and you have to have a word on Frishy as well. Signed Bjorn Riley. Let's just politely say a very un-Swiss rider.
Yeah.
And he saw the raw ingredients were in there, and he's produced another winner, hasn't he?
Yeah, like who's going to fill the shoes of Nino Schurter? You know, not going to fill the shoes, but get the results for Scott Schramm team. Well, Bjorn Riley's just done it.
It's this man, the US national champion, Bjorn Riley.
Et Boishi qui a pas voulu être douché. Il est là alors.
There could be a bit more champagne in this young man's
Incroyable.
future if he keeps
Ah, il va se
going like
péter
that.
la gueule Riley ce soir.
Je
suis sûr.
Washi as well. He said himself in the interview that he's not used to doing it. He's not used to sprinting for finishes, and he knew how strong Adrian was.
Yeah, and where he won the race was just coming out of that corner. And it's
Incroyable la photo là.
and a drag over before the last 2 turns.
C'est trop incroyable.
And then a climb up to the finish. So it's not another Mesto where you can come off the slipstream, but yeah. Bjorn Riley, right place at the right time and got the win for sure.
Big character off the bike, big character on the bike, and a real coming of age moment for Bjorn Riley.
Ah bah justement dans les femmes après là, j'ai vu un bike arriver.
And Riley Amos's good friend, and gets a win at elite level for the first time. For one of the
La
most
qualité par contre,
well
je peux
respected,
plus.
well
Il n'y a pas le
heralded
HD
teams
là
in
dans
the
ce
pits.
putain de merde.
But this
Warner Bros, la pitié, ça a été racheté par Warner Bros, on peut pas avoir de la 4K.
a slightly more subdued moment, but potentially a huge
Ah non, c'est pas les femmes.
in the history of this season once all is told.
Mais, elles sont où, mais on n'a pas eu le podium des femmes ou c'est moi?
Takes the lead of the
Y a quelqu'un qui a suivi le chat?
Short Track World Cup for Specialized Factory Racing. Matisse Cesaro usurped
J'ai halluciné ou on n'a pas vu?
as the leader of that particular overall title.
J'ai halluciné ou ils s'en battent les couilles?
Washi looked visibly.
Ah non, elles arrivent, elles sont là.
He looked pleased in the interview with Emma whenever she told him that he
Ah, je
now
crois.
led the way by 116 points.
Yeah, probably unaware that, might have been aware that Azara had a crash in the woods, but probably unaware that he'd not scored any points at all, and he's got a decent lead now.
Aldridge down in 8th position after a really bad last lap for him. Here's what those points do for the cross-country Olympics.
C'est le bataille au point avec Boishi.
Leads away from Boishi by
Je pense que
318
là,
points. Bjorn Riley in third.
on verra dimanche, mais du coup, je pense que c'est rattrapable là. S'il lui arrive pas de pépins le reste de l'année.
Three remain the same. But great to have Blevins back in amongst it. We've got Koretsky to come back later in the year as well.
And also, good shout, Lukas Schwarzbauer, season best in 5th position as well for the German champ.
Ah, elles sont là.
Women's podium.
Ok, la pub après les femmes. Allez, moi je disparais, je vous laisse sur ces images. Et puis je vous dis à demain. Et à demain et à dimanche.
Ronja Blurtlinger
Des bisous.
for Liv. Third place this evening for Blurtlinger, and I think we said it last week, podium regular now, isn't she?
Just becoming normal now.
Yeah. The trophy cabinet's been extended, I think, at home. We might need to put a few more extensions onto it before that young woman's done. Lyra Steger, though, couple of good comeback stories in the Specialized Factory Racing pits this evening.
Yeah, goodbye with Laura Steger. Also, best rider of the season so far for Hayley Batten, her teammate, up to 11th position on the grid. So overall, the team really strong standing.
But an adopted home win for Jenny Risfids. Her first win in Andorre. In any format, any age class, any of the venues we've had here. Risfids, class act this evening.
Yeah, all over the race from start to finish, controlled it. Small punches and accelerations did the damage, and then when she went, no one could follow her.
Risfids from Steger, from Blurtlinger then, your top three in Pal Arinsal Andorre.